Blessings, everybody. I'm Eli Lasky, and it is my great honor to introduce to you my lovely, my beautiful, my fantastic, and amazing wife, Patricia Lasky.
Blessings, everybody.
So, the Lord has put a word in my wife's heart, and now is the time for her to release it. This word is primarily for women, dealing with the upcoming season for many of your lives, and for the lives of many of you, actually. And this word is going to be, these words are going to be very profound and bless your life immensely. So without further ado, let's get into this word.
Blessings, everybody. Hello. My name is Patricia Lasky. I am Prophet Eli Lasky's wife, and I have a prophetic word for women for this upcoming season. So what the Lord is saying in this season is that He is calling women back to His original design. And if you see me looking down, it's because I have notes here. So in the world, we learn so many different things. We learn the ways of the world, their ideas, and also within our own families, we were all raised differently. We had different life experiences. We learned things from our friends, family, whatever. And what the Lord is saying is that we have been raised by the world, and now He's going to raise us. And what He's talking about is the hidden beauty, the beauty of the hidden man of the heart. It's what's going on the inside that the Lord wishes to transform, and also our minds. And it just entails our disposition, what we think, our obedience. And we're going to talk about a lot of those things later on. But He's talking about transforming His daughters completely. And this particular work that the Lord is talking about is for all women, but it's also for women who are going to meet the man that they are to marry, and for those of you who are going to be married. And it can also entail women who are already married, because a lot of people are not following the principles that God has set forth as a wife. There's a lot of people who don't even know that you are anointed to be a wife, that it is a ministry, that your marriage and your family life is a ministry. It's your first ministry, and it is the most important one to the Lord. So even though He's called us to various things, some of you might be going into the mission field, some of you might be business owners, but at the forefront of everything is your marriage. And so this particular work will not be able to be done by your own hands. And what I mean by that is you won't read a scripture and then say, okay, good, I got it, now I'm going to do it. It cannot be done in your flesh, okay? All of this is going to be done by the Spirit of the Lord, not by might, not by power, but by the Spirit of the Lord. And the first thing that the Lord wants you to do is renew your mind. Get into the Word and read what God says about the disposition of a godly woman. The second thing is to agree with the Lord. Agree with what He is saying so that He can begin the work. The next thing that the Lord is saying is to prepare. A lot of people have just been so absorbed in the wilderness season. And believe me, I was there. I know that it can be difficult at times, but you still have to be focused on what the Lord has been saying to you. If you are getting ready to be married, you should be preparing to be a wife. You should be reading about what God says that He's calling and asking you to do. In whatever field it is that the Lord is calling you to, you should be preparing for that. And preparation for a wife is very essential. For anything, really, it is very essential. And a lot of people, the Lord showed me that a lot of people are not preparing for anything. They're just consumed in the wilderness season. And so just renew your mind with the Word, agree with what God says, and prepare for what the Lord is saying to you. You're allowing yourself to be distracted, and right now is not the time, because every transition every move that you make, every move of the Lord requires preparation. And so prepare for this time in the Lord. And as I said earlier, we're going to talk more about this in upcoming videos, but I want you guys to be aware of what is on the Lord's heart. And he is wanting his daughters to not only look different from the women in the world, but he also wants your disposition to be different. That's what's on his heart in this season, is to bring his daughters back to his original design. And I hope that this word speaks to you, and I would encourage you to pray about it and begin to talk to the Lord about it and seek his face on this matter. God bless you all. I love you all. Talk to you soon.